but yeah, but I think I might have a plan to capture that cat. And
How so?
I, but there's one thing we need. We absolutely need. We need cocaine hippos to do it.
Hmm.
But the
Well,
weird
I
thing
feel
is, it's getting even weirder. That cocaine hippo needs to be a person at the same time. Otherwise, the plan won't work.
right. Is this for us so we can get him through customs and the like, so we can get him a plane
Yeah,
ticket, I guess?
yeah.
Okay. So we need a person who's a hippo who's involved in the cocaine industry. Good luck with that.
Well, maybe we're in luck. Because
Hang on. Before you start, what's happened to the television? Where is the old 13 biscuit? What the fuck?
I
That's
was
a
I
big.
was I was
Hey.
cleaning the room, and I knocked the chain, and I told you those chains are not made for a television that heavy, but you wouldn't listen, and I accidentally knocked the TV off the chain, and it fell and it broke.
But this new one's got no dials. How do I change the what, dude? That was my fucking mother's TV, my grandmother's TV. Oh, we're gonna be deep shit. So where I take it, we can fix it. We can take it to the TV repairman.
No, it's. I took it to the television repairman, and he said like, dude, you should like totally buy a new TV because I don't know what this is like. I only read about it in like a book. So yeah, I was like, yeah, sure, dude. I buy a new TV of you.
It's a collector's item. Okay, I'm not happy. I'll just go and sulk in the corner.
Well, then you won't know. You won't learn about Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos.
Just leave me alone. Leave me.
So, yeah, guys, Pablo Escobar's cocaine hippos are now legally people. They're so basically what happened. There are these hippos that were once owned by Pablo Escobar, and well, they started doing what animals do. They started reproducing, and now there are more than 80, and they pose a bit of a challenge to the local surroundings, to say the least.
Well, they started. There were 4. Carlos smuggled them into the country. 4, like the amount of channels the old TV had. But I won't dwell on the old TV. It's gone. I'm the bigger man now. I've grabbed my composure. And there's now 80. And they are, well, on one sense, a good tourist attraction, and on the other sense, an ecological hazard and a biohazard. In fact, if there's something no more of a fucking biohazard than a hippo, they're not cute and cuddly. Anyway, yeah. Anyone else got any hippo-related knowledge they'd like to share with the world?
Well, yeah. Well, basically, there were. I won't play the video because it's CNN, and I won't take that risk. But basically, what's going on is that these animals, they like Boomer said, they put some. They pose an ecological threat, and some people want to kill them. And there were actually a lot of people who were opposed to that. They found that was a little bit drastic, and their option was to just sterilize them instead.
Do you know how easy it is to to neuter a hippo? I'm guessing it's a tricky operation.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
the
talking
video.
about here that wildlife experts who study non-surgical sterilization.
Just a bit of stuff on Escobar. He, as we all know, famous cocaine dealer, probably responsible for over half of the Miami skyline. made a lot of money, put more money back into public infrastructure, I believe, than the actual Colombian government. But also with that came a lot of cocaine-related deaths. In fact, it was almost proportional. The amount of deaths was to cocaine sale. And he bought these hippos in, and his estate is now a tourist attraction. He basically lived in what was Disneyland for Colombia. Very, very well. I can't say great man, but a very interesting character from the late 20th century. Eventually gunned down in his own place, as you do when you do these things. Who liveth by the gun dieth by the gun. Yeah, interesting shit. So now we have 80-person hippos who kind of they want for the tourist industry, but they don't want because of the ecology, and it's
Yeah,
oh my
and
god.
basically it kind of comes down to it that people who are in favor of sterilization and not for hippo genocide. To say basically one because now that they are people because it makes them, from what I could kind of gather from the article, it makes them easier to protect them now that they have like rights like people do, so to speak.
So hippos are people too is the upshot of this wonderful
Yeah,
article.
yeah.
And do they snort cocaine, or are they just cocaine advocates? Oh, what is their drugs policy, I wonder? And will one make politicians? And could we actually use one of these in the presidential campaign, Miss Mallory?
I'm sorry. I'm looking at blueprints for setting up camps. What were you saying?
Do go on. Oh,
I can't.
no.
I can't disclose at this time.
Right, you're setting up blueprints for camps.
Yeah,
Hippo-related camps? What would be these camps?
I already
You
spoke too much. I'm digging in this paperwork, but carry on.
okay? So we best avoid. In fact, how do you lock in your new legs? By the way,
They feel a little funny, but yeah. I keep
oh,
tripping over on everything, but yeah, it's
yeah.
I'll
Chloroform does trump legs, so yeah, just bear that
yeah,
in mind. Don't jump up too quickly. You may fall over again. That's probably the chloroform.
yeah,
Hasn't worn off yet.
yeah.
Okay. Cheesy, what are your thoughts on cocaine-related hippos? Do you think they're something positive for the world? Seeing as Mallory took us nowhere on that one. Thanks.
Well,
What do you got, Cheese?
I'm going to be really honest. I've never been so disappointed in a news article in all of my life, because in my head that was far more entertaining with cocaine hippos, and potentially so in my head it was either drug mule hippos or just hippos with a lot of disposable income and nothing to do on a Friday night. But if you're going to give them rights and things, yeah, why not? Why not?
Okay. Yuppos, hippos, yeah, happy hippos, whatever. We'll work out an anagram for that, I think, if we can. Yeah, we'll give it a label.
Go
That's what we do.
Hippos!
Copos.
You have just watched an outtake of the Something for Nothing livestream. If you want to see the full show, you can follow the link in the description below. If you like what we got, please click the subscribe button and tickle that little bell. And of course, give us a like. See you next time.